This isn't just a story, it's a blueprint to break the impossible. They'll tell you you're just an ordinary person. They'll tell you the human body can't break limits. They'll try to break you, but you'll have a choice. This is the raw truth they don't want you to know. Before we dive in, make sure you hit subscribe. Trust me, you'll want to hear this. In a small, forgotten town, a man most people ignored was quietly doing something no one expected. His name was Ronald Read. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't loud, he wasn't rich. He was a janitor. He pumped gas, he swept floors. Most people thought he died just as quietly as he lived. But Ronald had a secret, and it was deadly simple. While others were busy chasing trends and showing off, Ronald was quietly stacking his wealth. He didn't win the lottery. He didn't inherit anything. He just made small, smart choices over and over while everyone else wasted their paychecks. When Ronald died at 92, the world was left speechless. This man, this invisible janitor, had left behind over $8 million donated to his local hospital and library. No big announcements, no fancy speeches, just a man who beat the system through discipline, silence, and grit. That's the real secret. Success doesn't scream, it whispers through quiet, consistent choices. What's the one thing you're holding back on today? But while Ronald was stacking his quiet fortune across the ocean, another man was about to blow the world's mind. Roger Bannister was told the human body couldn't run a mile in under 4 minutes. Doctors warned it was dangerous. Coaches believed it was impossible. Even runners doubted it. Roger didn't care. He trained, he pushed, he refused to believe in limits. In 1954, Bannister crossed the line at 3 minutes 59.4 seconds and shattered the record that had stood like a wall. But here's the real kicker. After he did it, everyone else followed. The barrier was never real. It was just a mental lie. But the truth is brutal. Most limits aren't real. They're stories we tell ourselves. Break them, and watch what happens. Let that sink in. But some stories go beyond wealth or records. They dive into survival itself. Viktor Frankl's story isn't about success, it's about survival. In the concentration camps of the Holocaust, Frankl lost his family, his freedom, his dignity. He faced hell. But he refused to lose one thing, his purpose. He realized something brutal and beautiful. When we can't change what's happening to us, we have to change ourselves. Frankl's truth wasn't a motivational slogan, it was survival. He chose to find meaning in suffering. He chose to keep his spirit when everything else was stripped away. I've faced my own limits too. I know the feelings of being stuck, but I've seen what happens when you stop waiting and start moving. The hard truth, life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It throws pain, fear, loss, and chaos your way. And when it does, you have a choice: collapse or fight for purpose. Here's the hard truth behind it all. Ronald's quiet fortune built in silence. Bannister's shattered limits broken by belief. Frankl's unbreakable spirit forged in darkness. These stories aren't fairy tales. They're real, they're raw, they're the blueprint for anyone ready to stop making excuses. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need permission. You don't need to wait for life to be fair. Because the truth is, strength isn't given, it's taken. By those willing to stay quiet while they build. By those willing to challenge the lies in their mind. By those who refuse to let suffering define them. Now it's your turn. What's stopping you? The world is waiting, are you? They'll tell you you're just an ordinary person. They'll tell you it's impossible to break 4 minutes. They'll tell you you can't find meaning in hell. But they'll be wrong about you too, if you choose to rise. Drop your answer in the comments and tell me, what limit will you break today? Hit subscribe if you're done waiting for permission. Until next time, stay strong, stay true, and remember, every day is a bonus. Charles Odia.